Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I've been inspired to upload my previous timeless videos. Now these will be for anyone that either has never viewed them or has but didn't find that they resonated at that point in time, or anyone that's new to my channel. This time around, however, I'll be including the extended version for further guidance for anyone who does want to watch the video and go into the extended. Please trust that if you're here, it's because you're meant to be and you are on path. There will be something either in the first part as a message for you or the second part as help and guidance in moving forward on your path, okay? I do want to point out that they are going to be dated, but that is only for organizational purposes. They are timeless videos and can be watched at any point, and if they resonate, the messages are there for you. Watch for them to upload on the 10th or 11th of every month. I hope you enjoy them. Let's go. Hello, Scorpio. I want to thank you for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget, if you like the video, to hit the thumbs up down below so the video can circulate for others. Thank you so much for all your comments. I do appreciate them. I read them all. I don't have time to comment on all of them, but I do read them all. So thank you for that. Okay, first card. You have the Page of Swords. Ooh, Ace of Cups. The Six of Pentacles. It says coins, but it's pentacles. So I'm just going to call it pentacles. Nine of Cups. Oh, wow. Oh, Palace of Coins or Pentacles. Okay, so the Palace cards, there's only 4 of them in this deck. And of the 78 cards, you have one of them. And I've only laid out, this is the 5th card out. And you have one of 4 cards out of 78. A very, very auspicious card. And it is now part of your overall energy. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Got a lot of pentacles going on here, Scorpio. And this could be you, Queen of Cups, showing up in your own reading. Now, it is a general reading. Please remember that. It's not going to resonate with all of you. If it doesn't, I forgot to tell you this too, if it doesn't, please check your moon and rising signs as well. And also check your twins reading. That'll help you with, you know, a much bigger picture of all of this. But being a general reading, the Queen of Cups can represent a King of Cups as well. Now, this could be your person, because your person could be a fellow Scorpio or a Pisces or Cancer, okay? And in the outcome position, or where you're headed or want to head, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Wow, a lot of pentacles here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 9 cards, you have 5 pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands, the Victorious Moment card. Okay, so part of your overall energy is Palace of Pentacles or coins and the 6 of Wands. I'm going to set these up so you have something to look at while I'm talking to you about it. Okay. Now, I'm going to read this, by the way, this deck is Tarot of Dreams. And the deck that I'll be clarifying with is the Essential Tarot. But I'm going to read the Palace of Coins for you, or Pentacles, out of the book. It is basically home. It's a place of solace where you can go when you get a little bit overwhelmed or exhausted on your journey. But I'm still going to read it for you. Okay. The Palace of Coins. The other palaces are fun places to visit, but the Palace of Coins is where we live. Here's where we feel safe and secure, where we can tend to our earthly needs where we can be kings and queens of our own castle. Here also we can experience the four elemental energies as fully human attributes: the intellectual, the impetuous, the moody, and the mundane. The mountains in the background are more distant than in the Palace of Wands. The dreams and goals remain, but home is always waiting when we need a rest from the journey. So for me, what I always take away from this Palace card is what they're talking about is it can represent your actual home being a place of solace, but for me, going home is going within. Your inner being, your inner self, your soul. That's your place of solace. And the Six of Wands is all about success and triumph. And look at this guy. I mean, seriously, what you're thinking that he's saying right there is yes, right? So you need to go inside to get your yes that you want to get, to know what the right thing is for you, what is going to bring you success and triumph. That's what that comes down to for me. Okay, so now I just need to take a look at your cards and get a feel for them and just see what messages are coming through for you. So give me a second. Okay, Scorpio. So, there's disappointment here right off the bat. So first of all, this is where you're at-ish, okay? Because timing is fluid. There is no timing where source comes from, where the messages come from. But this is the beginning, okay? This is your overall energy, and this is where you're either headed or where you want to head, depending on what the card is. Now, the card is the Two of Pentacles. So this is, if you look in this deck at this card, it looks like there's this beautiful, intricate world in front of this guy. And this guy, if you can see, is naked. So he's feeling very vulnerable. But there is this very beautifully glowing, intricate world ahead of him. And that's what he was working on. And for some of you, I feel like it's throwing caution to the wind. For others, it's the pentacles that are up in the air are representing that everything is up in the air. This beautiful world that you thought you were getting into, it's now at a distance. You're not in it anymore. Or maybe you never did get in. You know, it never quite became what you wanted it to be or what you needed it to be. So there's disappointment. And it was disappointment, or is disappointment. With the Ace of Cups there, it could be a new relationship coming in. It could be your twin. You know, I don't have, you know, other than the wish fulfillment card here, which really isn't a twin flame card, none of the twin flame cards have shown up. Now they might when I start to clarify, but they aren't here yet. So I take from that you aren't with your twin yet. I feel like the disappointment was in a new relationship, in that there was no equality, there's no reciprocity, there's no balance, there's no equal give and take. And although to begin with you thought this was going to be wish fulfillment, dream come true, it was the perfect partner for you, you find yourself feeling like you're working on this. There's a lot of work, to be honest. It feels like there's a lot of work to be done in this relationship, and you feel like you're doing most, if not all of it. And what I get with your card here is it's breaking your heart. I think you really fell hard for this person. Now this, again, it could be your twin, and you're going through the twin flame stuff here. It could be that it isn't your twin and you jumped in because you thought it was your wish fulfillment. This can also represent addictions, okay? So maybe you jumped in and the issues are that somebody here has addiction issues. And now everything's up in the air. Part of you felt this, yes, but then the disappointment comes when you go within and realize it's not reciprocated. Okay, so let's clarify some of these cards here. Oh, come on, shuffle already. I think the first thing I want to clarify here is the Page of Swords. Find out where the disappointment is. I think we know where the disappointment is, but let's just clarify that. Why is the Page of Swords here? Pages are messengers, so it could be that, it's a disappointing, it's not something you want to hear. It's a disappointing message. So it could be that just recently you did receive a message that was very disappointing, and it could be in your love relationship. But let's see. Okay. Hierophant. This happens to be one of my, it's not a solid twin flame card, but it's an iffy twin flame card because it is the Hierophant. So it's not normally a twin flame card, but if you look at the kids down kneeling and in position in front of the Hierophant here, they're mirroring each other. There's a lot of mirroring going on in this card, which makes me feel that it could be a twin flame card. Maybe you thought this was your twin. And the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone who works on something meticulously for a long time, and it has yet to come to fruition. But this card says that it will come to fruition. So you possibly were wanting your twin. Maybe you thought this was your twin, and that hasn't come to fruition yet, but it's going to, and that was your disappointment, that you've maybe come to realize that this isn't your twin like you thought it was. So let's clarify the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? I don't know if you can hear that or not. I feed the blue jays here, and they always show up and squawk at me just before they come in to get the peanuts. They're so cute. Noisy, but they're cute. Okay, Ace of Cups. I think he's afraid to come in because he can see through the window that I'm shuffling here. Huh? There he is. Just let him get his peanuts, okay. Okay, they wanted that one to come out for sure. Nine of Cups, you have it twice now. So I'm going to get another card because in this position, I mean, it's on the Ace of Cups. So it could be that you have a new relationship coming in that is what you're expecting. It is the wish fulfillment, but it could be that the disappointment in this new relationship that you're already in is the addictions. Somebody's got a lot of addictions. Can I get another card on the Ace of Cups, please, angels? And I think we're going to clarify the Nine of Cups down here, because I want to know if this is, you know, a wish fulfillment card or an addiction card. Okay. The Star card. So this is a card of hope, healing, and again, wish fulfillment. So the Nine of Cups up here on the Ace of Cups is wish fulfillment. So the disappointment here, I'm still hearing that the disappointment is you believing this was your very special soulmate. And it's not reciprocated. But let's do this Nine of Cups here. Why is the Nine of Cups here in this position? Okay, Knight of Cups. Dang. Another card on the Nine of Cups. So I'm beginning to think that this is definitely someone that you thought would fulfill your dreams, your hopes. Now, either you offered them, you know, you offered them your love, or they offered you, you know, one of you went to the other. Oh. Seems to be a lot of wish fulfillment going on around here. Wow, okay, so here's another twin flame card. Four of Wands. Why the disappointment? Again, I keep coming back to you feeling this isn't reciprocated. The feelings are not reciprocated. I feel like you're crazy in love with this person. You truly believe they're your twin flame soulmate. But you don't, for some reason, feel that it's reciprocated. And it could be because you're having to work really hard on this relationship, and it seems like you're the only one. If you notice in the other decks, the Three of Pentacles, it's usually, you know, 3 or 4 people standing there together working on the same goal. But here in this deck, it's one person working the Pentacles himself. So this tells me that you feel like you're alone in this, that you're doing all the work. And it's a lot of work. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups here, please. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Cups. You have a lot of love for this person, and like I said, your heart is broken because you felt like big time. You have the Star card, you have the Nine of Cups twice, the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, and you have the King and Queen of Cups. Anytime, and they're together, you know, I mean, if they're just in the spread together, it means twin flame soulmate relationship for me. But not only do you have the King and the Queen, they're like right here. So for some of you, maybe you are in your twin flame partnership relationship. But the disappointment is that it's not coming to fruition the way you thought it would. Again, you're doing all the work. And you have this feeling that you are the only one of the two of you that feels what you feel. You want the victory. You want this to be what you needed it to be, what you thought it would be. The Palace of Pentacles, like I said earlier, it can represent your actual home. But I think it moreover for me represents your soul, your depth, right? The depth of who you are. And deep down inside of you, you want this victory in this relationship. But everything's up in the air. You have very split energy here. You have this great and deep sense of love, and I'm hearing the word wonderment in this relationship for this person. But then on this side, you feel like you're disappointed because you're doing all the work and you're feeling like it's not reciprocated. So, your energy is going in opposite directions and you cannot get here from here, this disappointment. You just can't. You have to focus your energy. Your point of attraction has to be what you want this to be. Okay, so this is your overall energy right here. This is where you're at. This is where you're headed. So we're going to get some oracle cards on that. Can you see these? Kind of move this over. Okay, so we're going to get some oracle cards for up here. For down here, I want to get 3 cards that guide you in how you need to be, what you need to do in order to change your point of attraction and have your energy be focused only on what it is that you want from this relationship. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know, do, or be to change their point of attraction in order to have the relationship that they desire? 2 more cards, please. That's way too many cards. I take 3 at most. And that was about 5. 2 more cards for Scorpio, please. What they need to change, how they can turn their point of attraction into something that attracts what they want. Okay, here we go. 3 cards. So the first one is the 6 of Pentacles again. So now you've got this twice in your spread. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. We need to start here. You already had a card down there. Your first card out was the King of Swords. Then you have the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, the 2 of Cups. The 4 of Swords. Okay. So the King of Swords is, for me, this is a king about truth and honesty, and he's ready to go. This guy is suited up and ready for battle. And someone here, now we're trying to figure out where your energy needs to be or what you need to do in order to change your point of attraction, okay? So the King of Swords, like I said, he's all about truth and honesty, but he also does not show a lot of emotion. So if that's who you're being at this point in time, it maybe would be in your best interest to show your emotion. For some of you, you already do. You're a cup person. You know, cups are pretty good at showing their emotions, unless they're in a they're feeling insecure. Because anybody, when they feel a little insecure, you're not going to be vulnerable enough to you know, put your heart out there and on your sleeve. But remember this guy here, he's naked, so he is extremely vulnerable. Now, either you already feel that way, or this is where you need to be, because this was at the very end of your spread. So this is where you were headed, either for great vulnerability, which isn't always a bad thing. Sometimes we need to be vulnerable, show our vulnerability to our partners, somebody that we love and trust, so that they know exactly where they stand with you. But this is truth and honesty. And swords are all about the thought processes and mental, you know, the intellect. So maybe you just need to be completely honest with your partner about how you feel. This is not balanced. It's not reciprocated. If this is your twin, Scorpio, this is telling me that you're mirroring each other. So whatever you're feeling, they're feeling. If you feel this isn't reciprocated, they're feeling this isn't reciprocated. If you feel it's out of balance and you're doing all the work, maybe they feel they're doing all the work, or maybe they feel that they would like to do some of the work and you're taking it all. Allow it to be balanced. And the 2 of Cups, this is nothing more than love. Coming from a place of love, being loving, and you are the Queen or King of Cups, and you had both of those in your spread. It's all about showing the love, being the love, giving the love, being generous and caring and giving. Reciprocate the love. Four of Swords. Taking a step back. to see things from a different vantage point, trying to see things from a different perspective. It also is all about just stepping back. Allow this to flow. Allow yourself to release, let go, surrender, recharge, get some rest. Maybe allow the other person to take charge of things for a bit while you take a break, because this is part of your overall energy too. And the Four of Pentacles is all about holding on too tight to something and needing to let go and surrender. Let things flow the way they need to flow naturally. Let this person, this other person, your twin, or this partner, it's got to be your twin. I mean, you've had so many cards that tell me that. Let them do some of the work. Maybe you feel like you're doing all the work because you are, but maybe you're not giving enough space for the other person to do any of the work, right? And this tells me that might be the case. You need to let go. Get some rest. You don't need to, because what I'm feeling right now is, I need to just give me a second to get the right words here. It's not so much about some of you feeling like you need to carry your fair share of the weight. That's not it. It's maybe what it comes down to is you just want to make sure that your partner isn't having to carry majority of the load. And in doing that, you're going past the halfway mark. You're carrying too much of the load yourself, and it's exhausting you. You're feeling it, and it's exhausting you, and it's holding you back from what could be otherwise a very, very good thing here. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards for up top here. Find out how you can get away from this disappointment and everything being up in the air to actually having this beautiful, loving twin flame relationship that it should be. Okay, what advice have we got for Scorpio angels? Oh, I'm going to get one more of these. Okay, that's way too many. One more of these, and then I'll get a Sacred Traveler card. This is the Energy Oracle deck that I'm using here. And this deck here that I used to clarify on this side, this is Shadowscapes. Okay, so now we'll get one from the Sacred Travelers deck. Okay, what else can we tell Scorpio angels? Can I get at least one card here? Please. Thank you. Okay. Now the cards we got up here. Ooh. Okay, your first card out. Appreciation. So, in this card, if you look at what's in front of her, now if we can, there, everything is kind of dead looking. You know, we've got some dried up branches and there's no flowers, and the sky is kind of gray and pre or post stormy, but behind her, look behind her. There's a beautiful tree, flowers, green bush. The sky is light. When we tend to focus on that which we don't have or don't like, we get more of it. This is the perfect card for your point of attraction, for energy, what energy does in your world. When your energy is that of a lack of appreciation, you see in front of her exactly what you get. More things that you don't appreciate. Nobody appreciates dead, dried up bushes or storms. But if you look behind her, that's what you get when you show appreciation for what you do have in your life, not showing grief about what you don't have. So this is all about seeing things the way you want them to be and appreciating what you have in front of you, not focusing on what you don't have and want. The door to value. Again, realizing what's valuable in your life. What is important to you? Is this person, this twin flame person, is he or she important to you? I'm sure I'm not being facetious when I say that, but that's the question here. What is valuable to you? Again, focus your energy on what it is that you feel is valuable to you, and you will receive more value, more things to value. Look at the lighting. If you walk through these doors, look at what you've got. There's all kinds of abundance in there. It's beautiful. And it's not just money. This is all about your point of attraction. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Okay, so what this means, again, it's what you focus on. If you focus on what's making you happy, if you focus on feeling happy, just feel it. Find the emotion of happiness, love, any of the positive emotions. If you can get to a place of thinking and feeling happy without conditions changing, okay? It's got to be unconditional because it's the only way it'll work. Vibrationally, you need to put out the vibration of what you want to come back to you. If you want this person to be happy, and if you want to have happiness in your life and joy and love and abundance of all kinds, you have to be able to feel it before you can see it, okay? And it goes both ways. So if you can see and feel defeat or disappointment, which is where you're at, universe is going to bring more of those things with that same vibration, the same energy. So change your energy. That's what this talks about, and that's what this talks about. And your reading opened up with you being disappointed. So that's what's coming back to you in your world. More things that disappoint you. Okay, I've repeated myself enough here. I think you get it. Think and feel happy thoughts, and that's what's going to turn things around. And the other thing is, too, if you visualize when you go to bed at night and you lay down, you close your eyes, actually see what it is that you want your life to look like. You know, see your person coming home after work with a big smile on their face and coming up and giving you a big hug and a kiss, and it, you know, feel the feelings, feel the emotion that goes with that, and visualize just exactly how you want your life to look. Then that's what the universe will bring you. This is pretty simple fix for you, Scorpio. I know sometimes when we get down and out and sad and disappointed, it's really hard to try and be happy in times of disappointment, but it's all about controlling your thoughts and your feelings is what it comes down to. And you got this. You can do this. You can do this. You can turn this around and have exactly what it is you want. Okay, I want to thank you so much for supporting me by being here in the extendeds. I hope it helped. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.